So here's what they say: don't quit your job, don't quit your 9 to 5. Life is not a joke. I'll tell you the reality of this particular trending title that's currently trending on YouTube. So first of all, right, let's start with don't quit your job life. Don't quit your 9 to 5. I work in a 9 to 5. I'm not telling you something I'm not currently experiencing. Like, if I get a better offer, a remote job, trust me, like, that is how tiring it is. Like, I would leave, and I'm being very, very honest to myself, right? And that's because sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to come. Sometimes I'm legit not feeling well. Like, currently right now, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't feel good. I don't feel well. I'm not feeling myself. And I know that I legit and honestly need a break. You know, like, look at my face. God, this is so painful. Like, look at my face. I'm breaking out, literally. And for me to break out, it means like inside me is not okay. Mentally, emotionally, it's a lot. I know I try to manage these things, but trust me, there are days where you're just having a terrible and a bad day. There are days where it's just not working. There are days where you just feel like running away, and you just feel like entering the ground, like just disappearing without literally not disappearing. It's crazy. I'm not trying to say like anything is bad, you know, but it's just the setting of a 9 to 5 that it just gets tiring. I feel like if maybe where I was working is hybrid, it would have been better, it would have been smoother, right? That's the reality. Like, thinking of going back home right now and the traffic I will face, and how to start cooking, what I'm going to eat, and if I actually have enough time to actually rest, and then after now wake up very early tomorrow morning to start coming back here, think of what I would wear, think of what I would. It is tiring. Do you understand? That is the reason why every single day when I come here, this little time I have, I shoot videos. I come, I show up. Do you understand? Because honestly, I just want that breakthrough. And I'm so hoping that this year is really going to happen, because it will mean so much to me if I blow up on YouTube and then I'm able to like get funds to, it doesn't even matter if I stay here for long. I can stay here for long, but I start something really tangible, something that is sustainable, something that I can literally have my own peace of mind and quiet and be stable and be comfortable. Like, I really don't mind. I just want peace. Like, it's not easy to be an entrepreneur. Like, you need to have the balls for it. You need to have the strength. It's a lot, to be honest. Sometimes I pity my boss, because I see what he goes through and I'm like, God, this thing is difficult. Like, I'm talking from a place of this is the reality, right? Now let's go to the second part of the topic, right? Don't quit your job. Life is not a joke, right? If you quit your job and start YouTube, what if you don't earn? What if you do it and you don't blow up? I've been doing YouTube for like forever. Throughout last year I was consistent, but guess what? I did shorts. I couldn't reach the monetization, you know. So what if you don't? Because some people say stay in your 9 to 5. Now this topic is actually, if I'm to break it down, don't quit your 9 to 5. Life is not a joke, right? They actually advise you not to quit your 9 to 5. But trust me, you are not happy. It is years of living without happiness, years of living without actually having that breakthrough, because not all 9 to 5 will give you the breakthrough that you actually want. So you're working 9 to 5, right? But you're just comfortable. You're living for the now. What about the future? It's like you suffer and enjoy, but you keep suffering. The point where we want to get to is we suffer now and we enjoy in the future, right? But at the same time, if you say you want to quit and then be here, now of course I'm talking to you like we're trying to make a decision together and then do YouTube totally. Do you really think it's wise? Just saying. But it's something you can try. I think if you have a backup, to be honest, rather than stay here and suffer and be unhappy, if you have a backup plan, and I mean by backup, you have someone that can sponsor you, someone that can take the heat. I was watching a man on YouTube, on Instagram, like 4 years ago. I remember he told me about him wanting to go into content creation or a business he wanted to do. He had his wife work, right? His wife was working, fending for the family, doing the basic things. She was working a proper 9 to 5 and getting money so when he worked on that content creation, when he broke out, right, he had a lot of money, right? So he took care of all of them. But you have to have that person that can actually make that sacrifice. That's one way to do it. So if you have someone if you're staying in your parents' house, that's the best way to do it, because you're not paying rent, look at me now, I'm paying rent, I have a lot of bills. So if I say I want to quit, I have to think twice. Do you understand? But if you're ready to take that risk and say, you know what, let me do this, just know you're doing it. Just know, have a backup plan. If you're going to stay into 9 to 5, plan your escape. Can stay your 9 to 5, do it for a while, save up enough money, and then decide what you want to do. So I'm not going to say stay. I'm not now. I've given you options. Yours is just to make a decision. If you're going to stay in your 9 to 5, have a plan. If you're not going to stay and you're going to go all in, have a backup plan that is able to fend for you even while you're not working. Capiz?